First, let's get you the political fallout of the big story that India Today has broken this morning of a symbol gate in which TTV Dinakaran has been embroiled as well. An FIR has been lodged against him for allegedly paying 60 crore rupees to freeze the poll symbol of 2 leaves to a middleman. Now, DMK has jumped in and we are getting the report that DMK will ask Election Commission to dismiss Dinakaran as an election candidate. Now, remember, Nagar by-polls were deferred on the allegations of bribe being paid to voters. But now it's a scandal which is blown out of proportion for Sasikala camp, because this time round it is TTV Dinakaran against whom an FIR has been filed directly. It is a criminal case and he should not be allowed to contest, is what the DMK is saying. Nagar by-polls that have been deferred. Now DMK says that the Election Commission should take a strict action as well. This even as Delhi Crime Branch has called TTV Dinakaran for questioning. We've been able to speak to C. Rajasekharan, who represents the Sasikala camp voice as well. He said that let the investigation get over and only then we can ascertain whether TTV Dinakaran should step down, whether he's guilty or not. So innocent unless proven guilty is what we're given to understand from AIADMK Amma camp. And it's a fight which is only going to escalate, because we're talking about 2 leaves symbol where both EPS and OPS faction had claimed their right, and till the time it was in Election Commission where there were different representations being made from both the sides, it was a free and fair battle. But once the charges have come to light that there was a secret meeting in a Delhi hotel room with this man on your screen that you see, Sukesh Chandran, who is a middleman from Bangalore, involved in several cheating cases. At least 2 luxury cars have been nabbed from him by Delhi crime branches as well. And also, this is the man who is who contacted both the factions, according to initial reports, claiming that he can swing the verdict in their favor. It was TTV Dinakaran who reached out, allegedly paying 60 crore rupees to him. Let's get you more details on Sukesh Chandran. My colleague Chirag getting us this report.
इस वक्त हम क्राइम ब्रांच के ऑफिस में मौजूद है। दरअसल आप देख सकते हैं दोनों गाड़ियां क्राइम ब्रांच ने सीज की। एक मर्सिडीज है, इस पर मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट लिखा है, राजस्थान नंबर की गाड़ी, और एक बीएमडब्ल्यू आप देख सकते हैं लेफ्ट साइड पर जो हरियाणा नंबर की गाड़ी है। दरअसल ये जो आरोप है, ये आरोप है दिनाकरन पर, जो कि शशिकला के रिश्तेदार हैं। ये आरोप है कि दरअसल जो AIADMK का सिंबल है वो शशिकला कैंप की तरफ जो है उसको लेने की होड़ मची हुई थी, और बाकायदा इसके लिए एक डील हुई थी 60 करोड़ रुपए की। और इसमें सुकेश नाम का एक आरोपी है जिसने ये डील कर रहा था दिनाकरन के साथ। सुकेश और दिनाकरन के बीच डील हयात होटल में हो रही थी, जिसके बाद क्राइम ब्रांच को खबर लगी। क्राइम ब्रांच के अधिकारी हयात होटल पहुंचे, जहां से दोनों गाड़ियां सीज की, और इन दोनों में ये बताते हैं कि सुकेश था, साथ में कुछ और लोग भी हैं जो पुलिस अभी डिटेल नहीं दे रही है। इस मामले में इतना साफ है कि डीलिंग हो रही थी और 1 करोड़ से ज्यादा रुपए सीज किए गए, और ये दोनों गाड़ियां वहां से बरामद हुई है। पुलिस ने सुकेश को गिरफ्तार कर लिया है। जो दिनाकरन है, शशिकला के रिश्तेदार हैं, उनके खिलाफ आगे कार्रवाई का पुलिस मन बना रही है। फिलहाल इस मामले में 60 करोड़ की जो डील थी, तकरीबन 1.5 करोड़ रुपए के आसपास जो है पुलिस ने रिकवर किए हैं। कैमरा सत्यनर के साथ चिराग गोठी, दिल्ली, आज तक।
So 1.5 crore nabbed with cash. 60 crore is the amount which he was paid allegedly by the TTV Dinakaran camp. And it is a big repercussion that we're seeing on Tamil Nadu politics this morning as well, because already there were questions being raised of reinduction of TTV Dinakaran after he was ousted by Jayalalitha on charges of corruption. FARA case has already been against him. There were cases in Madras High Court as well when TTV Dinakaran was nominated by Sasikala camp to head the Nagar by-poll for them, claiming that he has been convicted, he's been accused, in the FARA case, and he should not be allowed to contest. And after that, we'd seen even the party cadres who had swung in Paneerselvam's favour after TTV Dinakaran was appointed as a Deputy General Secretary for Sasikala. And there has been a resentment against TTV Dinakaran, who is associated with the Manargudi mafia. And there were allegations of how when Jayalalitha had passed away, it was Sasikala, also her husband, and TTV Dinakaran who tried to oust power as well. And that's where it was Paneerselvam who had challenged them. He was ousted, and that's when we had seen a floor test. After that, we had seen a fight for Nagar, which is the constituency of Jayalalitha. And it is about the 2-leaf symbol as well, which both the factions were fighting for at the Election Commission. The symbol which resonates with MGR legacy, which resonates with Jaya legacy, but an ultimate insult is how now the critics are terming it. for Jaya's legacy and MJR's legacy, because bribe of 60 crore allegedly being paid by TTV Dinakaran. Now let me go across to my colleague Akshita. What are the latest news that you're getting, Akshita, from the Sasikala camp?
Well, I'm standing right now outside TTV Dinakaran's residence, waiting for him really to step out. Devina, we've been told that he'll be coming out any moment and giving a reaction on these latest developments, on the latest hurdle that he'll have to cross. So that is what we're, of course, going to be getting you any moment now. But besides that, there's a stoic silence among the Sasikala camp, all of whom are maintaining that, look, these are just allegations at this point, that there needs to be some sort of a probe, and they maintain that their leader, TTV Dinakaran, is innocent. The question is, this, heaps up to a bunch of allegations. We've already had allegations against him of alleged payouts during the RK Nagar by-poll. We have, of course, the infamous favour case that's been playing out over the last many years. And now this too. This really doesn't augur well for TTV Dinakaran. As far as this case itself is concerned, Devina, this is with regards to TTV Dinakaran being in touch with an individual identified as Sukesh Chandran, who is a Bengaluru-based middleman, who reportedly said that whoever can give me 60 crores, I will be able to give you the two-leaf symbol. We know about the long-drawn fight that the two factions of the AIADMK have had for this particular symbol, and it is reported that Dinakaran offered that money to Sukesh for the symbol to ensure that AIADMK Amma gets it, because it would have been a big boost ahead of the RK Nagar by-poll. These are the allegations at this point. We'll have to wait and watch to see how Dinakaran himself responds.
An allegation that timing couldn't be worse for Sasikala camp, Akshita, already being embroiled in a bribe for vote scandal of 90 crore allegedly being routed for the voters, where Tamil Nadu Health Minister is also embroiled in. It's incumbent that now Sasikala camp is seen taking action. Where is Pannisami, by the way? Where is the Chief Minister, who is supposed to take stock of his ministers? And Sasikala, who is in the prison at the moment, General Secretary of the party, TTV Dinakaran, who's been running the show at her behest, isn't it time that he steps down? Shalini Lobo also joining us from the capital. Shalini, what's the latest that you're picking up? We're given to understand that DMK is now set to approach the Election Commission against the Sasikala camp.
Well, this is the second time the DMK is going to approach the Election Commission with the same demand, take off the TTV Dinakaran as a candidate for the RK Nagar by-polls, and they're citing the same reason, corruption. Before it was bringing up the whole favour case, then, as Akshita said, a person who is convicted under the favour Act, and they also said that the cash for votes was involved, and now this, a whole scam for the two-leaf symbol, the much coveted two-leaf symbol between two opposing factions. So Sukesh Chandran has been picked up, as you said earlier, and we're getting information that cases are being filed against him under Section 8 of the Prevention of Corruption Act and 120B, that's criminal conspiracy of the IPC. This is the latest we know about the case, keeping a close watch on it. TTV Dinakaran is also going to get a summon asking him to join the probe. He was in direct touch with this middleman, and this fight for the two-leaf symbol, Devina, has been going on for a really long time in Chennai. Then it played out in Delhi with both factions of the AIADMK coming to the EC here and meeting the Election Commission, both putting on their claims that this fight went on for 2-3 weeks. And now we see the whole thing come out in an underhand deal where it's 60 crores.
Absolutely, Shine. Look at the way the script played out also. Look at the way the script played out also. Election Commission going ahead to freeze the two-leaf symbol, forcing the Sasikala camp to adopt the hat symbol, and Pannisselvam, who got and said that he wants the lighting pole symbol. But here is the point, Akshita. When these allegations are being investigated, it will go from bottom to the top as well, because TTV Dinakaran, once he is questioned and once he's being asked by Delhi Crime Branch, there is no way, if these charges are true, that the top leadership, that is Sasikala, wasn't aware of what was happening.
Well, interestingly, Devina, in usually these kind of issues, you see the bottom, cadre possibly, or low-level workers being involved, and then you see the rot spreading to the top. Right now, what we're seeing is allegation after allegation directly going to the top leadership of the AIADMK. We're talking about the Deputy General Secretary, or in this case, largely the General Secretary, because Sasikala is behind bars. He himself is being accused in this kind of a case. Again, one hurdle after another, one charge after another.
Absolutely, Akshita, be with me, Akshita. Akshita, let me get some more political voices. A. Sarvanan joining us. Mr. Sarvanan, we spoke about this first on India Today as well. What's the action DMK is mulling? Now, your leadership is going to ask Election Commission to dismiss TTV Dinakaran as an election candidate. Give us more details about that.
See, what had happened is unprecedented in the history of Tamil Nadu politics, trying to bribe the Election Commission for to get a two-leaf symbol. We have never seen. See, this is again, we have been pointing so long, we have been pointing that the AIADMK party is so steeped in corruption, and the last 5 years they have looted. All this looted money is being pumped out now to ensure they can loot the state in perpetuity. Probably we will take a decision on how to go about it, what legal avenues are possible with the Election Commission. Probably we will give a complaint as pointed out by Mr. T.K. Silimbovan. We will take the legal route and ensure that this kind of people with such criminal antecedents do not pollute the streams of democratic politics.
But Mr. Sarvanan, should the buck stop at TTV Dinakaran? Because that's the big question. If these charges are true, 60 crore being paid for the poll symbol of AIADMK, the two leaves, is it possible the top rung leadership wouldn't be in the know? Is it possible that TTV Dinakaran's associate won't be in the know? All right, we'll try and connect with Mr. Sarvanan on that question. But Akshita, as we've been talking about it, we just heard the DMK saying that we will approach the Election Commission. It's time that we get answers. But where are the answers coming from? Because who is in charge now? If TTV Dinakaran, who's right-hand man for Sasikala, is under the shadow of doubt, with these serious allegations questioning his propriety at the moment, who is in charge in the AIADMK camp?
He still is, unfortunately, Devina. The fact that you've got so many allegations against him doesn't seem to hurt him in any manner. He still remains unscathed. He's still the top boss of the AIADMK Amma in the absence of Sasikala Natarajan. He may be taking commands from his aunt, but at the end of the day, he is the boss here who's got all the strings. He is the one orchestrating every single move that you see, not just in the party, but possibly in the government as well. And it's not surprising that, we've seen this controversy over Health Minister Vijay Bhaskar. He's failed to take action against him. And look at the kind of allegations against him. How can he afford to take action against another minister at this point?
Absolutely, under the shadow of cloud himself. Thanks so much, Akshita and Shalini, for joining us on this big story. The symbol gate remains our top focus. Now also getting news of how the protests are...